Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Bud and Big Daddy Sauce. Big Daddy, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, good morning, Bud. How is everybody? I'm doing fine.
We got a beautiful, brisk, chilly morning.
Tell me
Not a
about it.
cloud in the sky.
Big
Waking
old
up to,
whopping 13 degrees here.
we got a 41 here. Feels pretty good. This episode brought to you by Unique Waterworks, A5 Designs, Eastside Engine Works, and Dragon Magic Productions. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks to our sponsors. We love you.
Indeed. So, what kind of week did we have last week?
Well, last night we did a truck race at Daytona. We did a 50%er league rules without AIs, and then we did kind of two of them with AIs. Some interesting racing. It went fairly well.
I did notice that the AIs are linked to all the drivers. There are certain AIs that are split up and linked to certain drivers, and certain drivers that have bad internet connection or whatever the situation may be. They when they ghost, the cars that are connected to them ghost as well.
Hmm.
And I've noticed that to be a major issue in what we experienced last night.
Yeah, we had that. And yeah, we had a situation at the end of one of our races where somebody was ghosted and kind of drove through everybody. But it's good to see it, so we know what to expect and what to do and how to handle it.
Absolutely. This is all the more reason why we host these preseason events. I know this next weekend's event coming up, we will have a qualifying dress rehearsal. We'll do it very similar to what we did in GT7, as we don't have a qualifying format set up on NASCAR 25 at this time. Hopefully that will change with this new update, but everybody's crossing their fingers and being hopeful and saying, "Hey, psst, psst, iRacing, listen to us."
Yeah, there's quite a bit we would like to get added in and help us out a lot and make it a lot easier for us to run these leagues.
Exactly, and I mean it draws more attention to the event, the game. It draws people in. The
Yeah,
more notoriety you have, the better.
but no, the truck race went well last night. It was fun. We were having a good time, and uh,
I, yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh, I had a good time.
Oh, absolutely. And I do feel like when we did the first race, we did not have. It was all a expert settings, correct?
Right.
And then the lower tier series, being truck and ARCA, will have the settings available for instead of doing expert, you can do hard, giving the car 15% stability. And that will give everybody a little bit of stability control in those trucks, because driving those trucks on the super speedways, this will be only on the super speedways. And these trucks they feel like they're on ice, like there's a dead zone in the wheel. I mean, I can turn my wheel probably 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock position with my hand, and it really doesn't change the motion of the car or truck,
Right.
excuse me.
Especially when you're going from the low side to the high side and you want to grab the wheel to pull it
Hmm.
back down. It kind of still wants to drift up and out, but just little things we got to learn to deal with, I guess.
That's true. Well, it's nothing unmanageable, I bet.
It wasn't a big turnout last night, but we had enough get a good test in.
Good data, good data. And still the question is remaining on whether we're going to use the AI to fill the field or not. At present, we have 30 folks registered for the NASCAR season, spread out between 4 series. And as it looks now, there's an average of roughly 16 to 18 people in every series, which will be good. Um, I'm getting mixed reviews and mixed input from individuals regarding the AI. Some like the AI, some do not. The downfalls to the AI is, of course, the links to the other drivers and some of the aggressive moves that some of the AI make.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like it a little bit.
You get mixed reviews from all the different drivers. Some like it, some don't. I guess it just depends on what track you're racing at and how full the field is.
hmm
I think that does matter. However, when we were doing the super speedways, the one thing to remember is if you're patient, you know where the places to pass are. Sometimes the AI kind of learn that and figure you out, and so say for instance, everybody we pass them on the outside. Well, then they'll start running up high. Then we start passing them low. Then they start running low. I did see that last night.
Oh yeah, they'll follow your driving line. They don't want to get past. So
No, they'll come down to block you,
yep.
and that's like what real players do. So that's one of the pros for the AI. Hmm,
Yeah, the only downside I got is they will not work with you.
true.
You have to literally get right up in front of them for them to push you. But yeah, they won't purposely follow you down in, and they'll create their own line and get around you.
Right?
But whatever. um, so we're gonna go into a
We,
little NASCAR news here. So if anybody hasn't heard, NASCAR has announced that they are going back to the chase format. Top 16 drivers in a regular season will make the chase. A race win no longer grants automatic entry into the chase. Win and you're in is no more.
I think that's a good idea.
hmm With the points leader at the end of the regular season earning a 25-point advantage over second, and it looks like it drops off into like a 15, a 10, and then a 5 all the way back through.
Hmm.
And I guess they start from there. Uh, that's pretty cool.
I like it actually. I mean, our point system is similar in an extent. The 55 points per win is what we got.
Well, I tell you, me personally, I can get more on board with this type of format than that thing they had before. That was
I
horrible.
agree. I agree.
This, at least, you're still racing points, and points are what matters.
That's true.
So your consistency is what is going to be. It's based on, and it
It's what
should
it
be
should
based on.
be.
Yeah. So I'm more on board with it. I'd like to just go back to the old one, but you got to bend a little bit, and I'm willing to bend on this and say, okay, I'll go ahead and accept this.
I think
So,
it's more of a traditional shift back towards their traditional point system.
but
I mean, it rewards both, the race wins and the overall consistency, and it enhances the more of the competitive nature of the NASCAR. While you're still grabbing at the fans, keeping their attention.
well,
I
I
understand.
I think it's going to get it back to. more of the traditional side of it, but it gives you that middle ground between what they had and what us older fans had.
Correct.
So it kind of like
With the
just brings the
understanding of
generations.
advancement.
Yeah, it brings
Yes.
the generations together in a middle ground, more or less. And
Hmm.
me being the hard-nosed NASCAR fan of yesteryear that I am, I'm willing to go ahead and accept this.
I agree.
So,
This is more acceptable than what was.
yeah,
That's,
oh God, I couldn't stand
improvement
what was.
improvement is improvement. So we just, you know, grin and bear it. At least they're improving,
They're
especially
listening.
with all,
Yeah,
yes, especially with the way things have transpired with the lawsuit involving Jordan. And I think more positive changes will be coming just because everything's now on that spotlight. They're
right.
watching close. So I anticipate some positivity coming from NASCAR
I
this
think
season.
so. I think as long as everybody just gonna goes, you know what, they're gonna change a few things. They're gonna try to find that middle ground, open up like I am and willing to accept these things. And I think NASCAR will continue to go forward with this. They're listening. They're trying to make amends and make it work for everybody. So kudos to them.
I know last episode we discussed the F1 liveries and releases. Has there been any NASCAR livery releases?
Oh, sure, there has. I mean, you had to go online to look at them, but saw a pretty neat one for the number 47 car. I can't remember the driver. It was a Chef Boyardee paint scheme. I thought it was pretty neat. I like the colors in it. It kind of reminded me of the Greg Sacks. Oh, what was that? It looked like a ham wrapped in the netting.
Oh yes, like a
Thornapple Valley. That's what it was.
Thornapple
Yeah.
Valley.
Yep.
Yes.
I kind of liked that. That looked neat. Something I can relate to, Chef Boyardee. Everybody eats
Oh
SpaghettiOs, and
yes.
yeah, well, yeah.
Memories of when we were kids. When was the last
um,
time you ate SpaghettiOs?
quite a while back, but I eat ravioli on occasion. I love ravioli.
Oh yeah, raviolis.
Oh yeah, warm up some good ravioli and a PBJ.
Dog,
Oh.
I'm a peanut butter fanatic. Peanut butter is a staple of my diet. If there's no peanut butter in the house, there will be chaos. I love me some peanut butter.
Oh, the old lady loves peanut butter too, but I don't think you can go wrong with a PBJ every now and again.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of jelly you like?
I think it's Smucker's is what we usually get. Grape,
Flavor?
grape.
Grape, yeah.
Yeah,
I like grape for lunch, but I like a strawberry or an apple butter. I love me some apple butter.
apple
Oh,
butter. Hmm.
now that's something that reminds me of my youth.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember cold winter mornings eating an apple butter toast in the morning.
my grandmother used to do that. Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, so exciting news in NASCAR. Good stuff coming. Their season's going to come up uh, shortly after we start ours. So lots of Daytona to be seen on NVR and on television. So good
Oh,
stuff
without a
coming.
doubt.
You're going to be all Daytona'd out by the end of it.
I know that this coming weekend, though, we will be doing some practice for the qualifying at Daytona. Um, I'm going to try to encourage everybody registered to be there to participate to get an idea as to what to expect and how we're going to do it. We will be doing it very similar to how we did it in GT7, where there'll be a small number of laps set for the race. And so when the race starts and everybody's on the track, we won't accelerate and go. Only the ones qualifying will be taking off in intervals. Everybody else will slow down and pull off to the inside, and more than likely congregate in a specific location and then let the three gentlemen, three drivers setting in their qualifying times at intervals. Once they're done, they will pull off and get in the back of the field, and others will take off and go. Hopefully, it'll run somewhat smooth. And once everybody's run their laps, and we will proceed around the track to cross the finish line, at caution speed.
Hmm. That
And
way
then
nobody, advances. Yeah.
correct, and everybody's the field should be set by that.
Yep.
Cross our fingers.
Yeah,
So,
it'll be a couple practice runs.
oh,
Everybody's
I
got to get
believe so.
used to it and so forth, so forth. With that said, we would like everybody. The season is approaching. I think we're a few weeks away from the Daytona Duels in the NVR season opener. Anybody interested in racing, please visit the website and register there. Get your number picked. Get your garage. Tell us who you are. All the other good stuff. Bud, go ahead and give us the details on all that.
Absolutely. Yes, if you register on the website, I will get your information and enter it on the computer, and then we will invite you to the Discord. Everybody must be on the Discord. That's so important. That's where all the chat and communication will be via the races and for the series. All drivers must be present for the pre-race drivers meeting and during qualifying. That is very important. And then once the qualifying is done, the meeting is done, everybody may take off to their own team chats, which everybody will do. There will still be a main chat, so if anybody wants to come back and ask a question or whatnot to the director, they're more than welcome to do so. Uh, then after the race is concluded, there will be a open chat for review and drivers meeting. The review would be of clips that everybody has taken of incidences or whatnot, or if somebody has an issue they want to bring up and whatnot, then they may do so at that time, or they may do it privately. Um, so it's very important to be. You got to be on the Discord. If you're not registered on the website, and I do not have your number, your garage, and the manufacturer you're driving for, got to have that information. If you don't give it to me, you can't race. The driver selection, the numbers available for each series, you may go to the website and click on any of the four series and then click on the available numbers, and it'll take you to that page, that spreadsheet, and the highlighted numbers are numbers taken. Though there are a few existing garages that have positions available in their garage. Remember, there are 3 drivers per series per garage. I know I personally on Lone Star Velocity have 1 position open on my ARCA garage. I know, Chad, you've had your garage filled up.
I got one spot left in Xfinity.
Yes, yes, you do. And we have some garages that have still yet to report with their drivers, but we have at present right now, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 garages. And there could be more. And if you're interested in joining a garage, feel free to contact that garage. Anybody in that garage, I will have, which is not up there yet, I will have the listing of what garages and the drivers and what series they drive for that garage up on the website this week.
Mark
That
Burns is asking, Bud, real quick,
hmm
did I do my registration correct? He wants to know if he did registration on the website correctly.
He did, yes,
He
sir.
did. Very good.
I believe I have him up on the numbers board, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you, Mark, for doing that. That's awesome. Anybody else out there that's listening wants to join in, blah, 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 reach out definitely to Bud. Register on there, get in contact. Don't be shy. You gotta be able to communicate with us. We gotta get to learn you, know you. It's a good community. Just
Absolutely.
don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. Come on in. I mean, we run private lobbies a lot. Sometimes we'll run public lobbies, but generally we're generally an 18 and over group. Especially if you're wanting to get involved in the NASCAR, we are, or the GT7 in NVR, we are pretty much an 18 and over group. We do have a couple minors that will race on occasion, but they're not part of the league.
Okay, I think we've pretty much ran through everything. Once again, visit the website at www.newvelocityracing.com. Check out that out. Get all your information, register, just have some fun with the website. All the hits, that's gonna help. We got the Bud's YouTube channel for New Velocity Racing. Hopefully you're watching over there also. Give him a like and subscribe. Get that up and going. My channel, Bigddadysauce 53 Racing. Hit like and subscribe there. Stay tuned for everything. We're going to go ahead and open it up to open chat and start saying hello to everybody. So we've got a few people in here this morning. We got Driver and Radical and Seaman and X Gamer. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, I got a question for everyone. Has anybody ever driven a real NASCAR?
Yes, I have. I did it for my 18th birthday.
Damn.
Nice. I have yet to do so, and I wanted to do so.
It's on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's the very first video I posted.
Oh, nice.
It's
I'll have
around
to
worldwide.
check
It's
that.
around Worldwide Tech actually, under the old layout before it got paved.
Interesting.
I got 6 laps with a professional driver. He ran the high line the whole time. That was a little butt clenching next to the wall. And then I got 6 laps to myself afterwards. The only downfall was I can only use the bottom half of the track since they had ride-alongs that day. Even though I was the last car for the NASCARs, they still wouldn't let me to go above that line. In the video, you can see me slowly working my way to the right more, and the people in my ear were yelling, "Get left on the track, get further under the track." I was like, "Dang it, they caught me."
Oh, yeah.
But
That would be very fun.
it was. I did time my lap though. And cause it's not a true NASCAR. It's like an underpowered one. It's more closer to the ARCA power.
Hmm.
Cause I ran the old '99 Carl Edwards car, the white and blue one before it was the Aflac. And if I would have qualified for the ARCA race that season with that time, I would have qualified on pole by almost half a second.
Nice.
I was like, okay, we got something going on here.
You know, I wonder when people drive those cars, and do they actually see and acknowledge somebody's skill who goes and does that? And they're like, you can drive, huh?
I'll say, out of my 6 laps, my spotter talked to me to the first 1.5, and after I was on the backstretch of my second lap, he was like, "You're doing good. I'm gonna leave you alone now." And that was
Right
it.
on.
The only time he
Nice.
yelled the only other time he yelled at me was just to get back up on the get underneath the pink strips. Cause I was trying to bring it to the wall and coming out of
Right.
turn 2. He didn't like it.
He didn't want you to wreck the car.
Yeah, well, cause they already had a few cars wrecked there, and there was like 2 of them that were wrecked, And if I would have wrecked the car, my mom would have had to pay $1,000. And my
Well,
mom
that's
had to, and my mom had to have that money, cause through the cause you could buy insurance to make it a lot cheaper, obviously, and
Right.
that's what she did. And so I told her, I was like, so if I don't wreck it, I get the $1,000, huh? And she just kind of laughed at me, and I was like, well, I was kind of being serious, but if you want to think it's a joke.
Well, with that being said, did anybody see that Rusty Wallace's one of his cars got sold at the Meekum auction last weekend to raise money for some children's event or something, which is awesome, by the way. But the car originally sold for $28,000, but this time turned around and sold for only $20,000.
really.
Yeah. I seen a lot of questions on there whether it had the motor in it or not. Nobody seemed to answer that one, but it was a good looking car, man. I'd love to have one sit in my garage.
Well, could you imagine just having one in your garage as your sim rig?
Well, I wouldn't pay $20,000 for a sim rig, but
Oh, some folks have.
well, I know.
The realism would be
$20,000. That's a minimum of a good rig these days.
you got some motion rigs right now that are just mind-boggling.
Yep.
I think that's the next advancement in, here's my big thing. My dad wouldn't. I tried to get my dad to join me in doing the NASCAR gaming. And he couldn't handle driving the car with a controller. He felt like, I can't feel the car. I feel the car with my ass. This is crap. So he's gone now, but if he would have been able to experience, it's still not feeling it in your ass, but you still have that feedback on the wheel, and it once you get used to it, it basically tells your body, hey, the car's doing this, I need to react. So it gives you that motion sense, but once we get the actual motion of these rigs, oh, that's a game changer because that'll help you with your braking. That's major because with me, I have an issue sometimes in braking because I don't feel that braking, the intensity of or lack of, for that matter. And so sometimes that does come into factoring.
Yeah, but with all that technology and everything, you're going to be paying for it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't have it with PlayStation that I know of yet, but I think it'll be coming. I mean that's just some of the more advancements, just like the VR. Have a VR set and the motion. I'm there. I mean that's the realism. There is almost somebody needs to put a fan on me and hit me when I get hit. Then you'll feel it. Spray me
Yeah.
with water when you.
Have a motion rig that throws you up into the wall when you hit the wall. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I gotta wear belts now.
Radical, you still here? No, no Radical. I was going to say good morning to Radical. Gamer, you here? You with us?
Radical's here.
Radical's here. Good morning, Radical.
Morning, guys.
How you doing?
Doing well. Running.
Got up at 5
some
o'clock in
laps.
the morning. Early bird.
I enjoy my time,
It's quiet time.
quiet time.
I think that's the best time of my day is the quiet time in the morning where I can sit and drink my coffee and relax and wake up and be part of the world.
Most definitely.
Mark Burns asks, does anybody wear racing gloves? There are some that do. I know Bull
I
does.
do. I do.
Definitely wear them racing socks.
I actually thought about buying some Puma racing shoes. They're not bad priced.
Right.
I've got some really nice, comfortable racing shoes that I use.
I know
They
we
allow
have
my foot to
we
slide.
have one racer that had bought a racing suit. It's one of the cheap ones, but makes him feel good. So
Each their own.
yeah, I
Some
think
guys
I'd get
are
hot
really
sitting in
immersive.
a racing suit and sitting in front of the wheel, but who knows? So, X, you got a race coming up tonight. Tell us a little bit about that.
We'll just be doing the ARC series at Talladega today. Pardon me. We did a few test races the other day, and it was phenomenal. It was some great racing, really great racing.
Yes,
It was.
When you say phenomenal, you got to say it like Trump. You got phenomenal.
It was phenomenal, phenomenal. I tell you. But yeah, it was aggressive racing, but it was clean aggressive racing. The AI, they split off a lot quicker. But it was a weird split off. I noticed they never split off in like packs. They split off in lines, and then those lines would kind of like from the inside car back would sort of like accordion backwards, like a block in the track for like the first 3 laps. And then after a while, the cars out on the outside would eventually back off and would open up the high line for everyone else to start going around. So they were it wasn't intentional blocking from the AI, it's just the way that they're coded. So that's one thing to keep in mind at the start, that they will stay 4 wide, 5 wide sometimes, quite a bit through the race. And then after about the 3rd or 4th lap, they'll calm down and you can start making some moves. But we did a lot of practice with drafting. I mean, those ARCA cars, they're really easy to draft, honestly. The one thing with these cars is the one thing that I don't think a lot of people notice, or if they've even paid attention. But when you push these cars into turns, those rear ends go so far to the ground that it's scraping basically. So when you're pushing into turns, you can't be full throttle. You got to be like 75% throttle so that rear end doesn't shove to the ground and pushes that person upwards in the track.
Correct. I did notice that pushing on the back stretch, if you would lift when you get to the corner stripe and just do like you were saying, run about 3/4 throttle and just be on that car or on that vehicle's rear, but not pushing them hard, you'll still draw up on the draft.
Yep.
And it just keeps you right there. Cause sometimes I've noticed that, under throttle pushing, your car gets more rotation. Especially the trucks, those trucks really under throttle in a corner, they rotate. Off the throttle, they don't turn as hard. And that really does help to keep from spinning the guy in front of you, or you turning down into that yellow line and then bouncing up, somebody getting under you, and you coming back and they're there, and bada bing, bada boom, you lose it.
And getting sucked in when you don't want to be sucked in.
Correct, exactly. I mean, you can be
That was
3/4
happening to me a lot
throttle.
last night.
Yeah, it's happened to me as well. You don't mean to get under that guy, but that draft just like a hoover. It hoovered me.
So, tell us a little bit about the first race that we're going to have in the NVR season, the Gatorade Duels.
Oh, the Gatorade Duels, yes.
How are we doing this?
Well, we will do 2 races. It'll be pretty much set up how NASCAR does it, minus our inabilities to do certain things.
So are we going to have qualifying prior to that so that we know how to split the field into 2 races, or?
Yes, and I think that we need to line that up probably the weekend prior.
Well, that would be this next weekend.
Oh, I guess you're probably right. Dang, time's flying.
Uh-huh.
Where's it going?
We're fast approaching the very beginning of this season, so.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That is probably a good idea to do that this weekend. I could send an email out to everyone registered, as in from newvelocityracing.com, and get everyone and put a notice out on Discord.
That'd be a good idea.
That it would. Well, the race is on Sunday.
Right.
We could do it the Saturday previous,
Yeah,
Friday
we could
night,
do-
Friday night and Saturday previous.
Either way, yeah.
Because I don't see any reason as to why I couldn't just, have a lobby, and then if a group of guys want to come in and qualify, we can do that, and they can just run their time and just have an all-day open qualifying all day Saturday.
But you only get one shot.
Correct. You can't come in and run 3 different times. Get your practice in on your personal time. Get what you feel you got, then come in and run it. Log your time. I think that would probably be a good idea. I think that's the best idea is just a Saturday have a qualifying time set up, and I will accommodate those that have to work, not those that want to go out and party. I'll accommodate those that have to work.
Right.
So, yeah, that info would be posted.
Cool beans.
I think that's probably the best solution to do.
At least for the opener.
Fairest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Gatorade
Being
duels
short noticed.
should be pretty fun. So when we do the Gatorade duels, just like NASCAR, where you finish will be your quality order. That it will be your finalized quality order. Yeah.
Correct.
And then the following Sunday when we do the Daytona or the 500.
Race 1 is odd or evens or odds. Race 2 is evens.
Well, actually, we can't because we
Well,
can't set an order.
Yeah, you can. Just have
Yes,
each
you
person
can.
come in individually.
Correct.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is why everybody must be in chat.
Okay,
This
yeah.
because of the limitations that we have available to us.
Yep.
Are you
In
doing
order.
it like how actual NASCAR does? Do you qualifying? Do you lock it in the front row, and then the second row is from the duels, and then on the
Yes.
back is
Yes.
position?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly how we did it last year when we were running on
Okay.
GT7.
I thought so. I was just double checking.
Uh-huh.
Good question.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, qualifying will lock in pole and outside pole. And then the remaining drivers are battling for qualifying position from third back.
Ooh,
Can't wait. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be good stuff.
I want to add something. It's my all-star race idea. I kind of have it a little bit more.
Oh, yes.
So for the donations that anybody wants to do, I will be making another PayPal account, and then I'll be having a Cash App. Anybody wants to send more money in for their race, or if you just want to put more money in altogether, if you want to put $10 in and split it between 2 races, that's fine. But the money will be sent either through PayPal or Cash App only.
Nice.
It will still be it'll be the evens and odds. I'll be doing the same thing what Bud be doing. I'll have a lobby open for each group to do qualifying. Might do single car only, so I have one car come in, another one come out, because I think I'm going to end up doing the race at Charlotte to keep it tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And with it being such a short track, it'll just be easier to have one car at a time, and it'll be a longer process, but I think it'd be more fair to everybody than with the super speedways. You can have 2 or 3 cars on the track.
Cool.
Now, will these be custom paint schemes or existing drivers?
I think I'm going to have it to where you're just going to leave whatever your number is for the season. Just run your number.
Gotcha.
It's really
Easier to identify.
If you want to change up your scheme, that's fine. But I would like to keep the number at least so that we still
Good
know
idea.
who's who.
Good idea.
Cool.
That's a good identifier for those, being halfway through the season.
Definitely keep your number, but if you want to specialize a paint scheme just for the all-star
Exactly,
race,
a one-off.
Yep, like they do in rail.
Yep, and then even too, if your number is an AI number, and you want to pick the AI number too, that's cool because you still know who that person is as a 20 or an 84 or a 1 or whatever. We still have it identified. But if you don't have a number that's AI, make sure you just keep your custom number. So.
Very nice.
And depending on how the season goes and how my work goes, I might even up the races for the starting amount possibly. I was thinking about going up to $75 for it.
Mhm.
And it will be stage races because that's how they do it these days.
Yep.
And a suggestion.
Well, they've been doing stage racing and the All Star for quite some time.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I don't want to do manual cautions. That's too much of a hassle. It's
Yep.
too hard. So we would have
Right.
I'll have to go through and see which ones would be the best option for stages, amount of laps, and everything. So
Right.
The best in-game control we have, the better. That way, it's less
Yep.
impact on us and having to host and maintain
Yep.
and keep track of everything.
And of course, those races will be streamed on platforms and stuff, so everybody can
100%.
view 'em
Absolutely.
and enjoy the All Star stuff. Yes.
And this is a non-points race either. You don't get any points. This is a for fun race. This is your chance to go for the invisible $1 million. That's what it is.
Yep.
There you go. I like it.
Poor man's million.
And each
Exactly.
each donation to the pot is $10 increments. Am I correct? As you can only buy, is it $5 or $10 PlayStation cards?
That actually, I need to look up. I will do that right now. Actually,
I think they're 10.
I think they are 10, and that would be the good thing. I mean,
Yep.
since they are increments of 10, well, I don't know. Maybe it'll add up if somebody says 15 and another person says 15. Well, there you go. That's 3. We can make up the difference. $5 increments, I think, is
it'll be all worked out. I mean, I know
Yeah.
not everybody. I know it's only $10, but $10
Right.
to some people's $100 these days. I mean, I know the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
He's got gas.
I just had a different idea.
Rut-row
I
ragging.
had a different idea. Now, what if we made first place? What if we did a year's membership to PlayStation, and then second place would get the $50 gift card?
That's actually not bad.
So first place would get their 1 year subscription to PlayStation Plus.
Yep, and that would be paid through me.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. I think first place is gonna get a year's membership PlayStation Plus, and you can stack memberships too to people who don't know. So even if you have a PlayStation membership going on right now, if you would add that card, it would just add a year from today's date onwards through. So you wouldn't have to renew it until the day that you put it in again.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help
That's what we're
somebody
doing.
out. Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yep. I'm gonna lock that in. I'll have more description when the race comes up because I got to figure out where the center is of the season and I got to figure out a better date. I'm thinking the best day for it might be a Friday, to be honest with you, since we're doubled up already on Saturdays and Sundays
Correct.
will be a longer one. Or if we can get it to work, we could probably do it like in the middle of a week, like a Wednesday or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Friday might be the better day for it, in my opinion.
Just remember, you got an ARCA series on Friday.
Yes, yeah, I know, but it's short races. That's the only reason why I was thinking of that.
Yeah, the ARCA season is short as well. I think the last race is in June, is it not?
And the races are not very long anyway,
True.
since they're
Say-
50%. So
I gotta write this stuff down real quick.
And the last ARCA race is
on the website
on the website.
at
Indubitably.
www.
Spit that out.
www.newvelocidyracing.com.
Daytona
Remember that
Finals. May 1st is the last race for the ARCA series. And if you're doing the All-Star race in July, you say? Or just mid-season?
Somewhere around mid-season. Try to get it close.
Cool.
I'll have it all figured out by next week. I'll have it
So
sitting.
that'll
I
be
just, I
right
just keep
around
coming.
April 4th through the 11th. One of those times, around the time we're due 4th through the 11th.
That reminds me, I gotta get in and do something myself. I gotta pick my number for ARCA and Xfinity for the couple races I will do through the season on my own.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
like what Erpel has done.
Oh, did he do that?
Hmm
Very good.
I believe also X-Gamer did this same thing.
Yeah, since I'm only racing full time in the Cup and the trucks, but I do want to race. I hope everybody's listening to this. I am going to race a few races in the Xfinity and a few races in the ARCA. I still have to create my own garage and my own number and so forth for that
Hmm
because I cannot. My Pegasus garage already has drivers in there. I will be solo driving. So,
I mean, you can drive for multiple garages in
right,
different series. Absolutely,
right.
perfectly legal.
But you can also run solo garage.
True, absolutely.
So,
Under your own
yeah.
garage name.
So for those races, those few Xfinity and a few ARCAs that I will be participating in, I will be running under my own name
Hmm
since my garages are full, except for Xfinity.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Having two garages, solo and a team. That's
Yep.
absolutely allowable.
Yeah, it's just to help fill a field and get a little practice in on those and have some fun.
So, also remember the Cup and Xfinity are expert settings. It's for the more experienced, and the lower two, the truck and the ARCA, will be hard
Well,
settings.
you can only have expert settings. There's no other settings underneath. It's the expert just means there's no assist, and with no expert it just means there are assists.
Correct.
Mhm.
And with the no assist, you can have a 15% stability control. I believe that's all that changes on that.
Well, with
Which
having no
does.
assist, you can have whatever on that you want. Just no
Oh, okay.
blocking anything.
Gotcha.
Oh, good
Yeah,
stuff. Good stuff.
they don't got a lot of stuff for blocking the
Assist.
limitations on. Yeah,
It's
there
just on or off.
yeah, it's a little vague.
Hmm.
Which I mean, I don't care either way. I mean, I still like that idea. I mean, like you
hmm
said, it's a lower series. You know, you're trying to get used to it.
Right.
Like,
It allows those that want to run the other cars a little chance to get some more experience. Not saying you can't run in the Cup Series right off, but I mean everybody has to qualify. You don't qualify, you don't get in.
What?
In real life, we don't give trophies for participation.
Speaking of
Not here.
practice and qualifying, did you see the night practice at Daytona last night?
Mm-mm.
Multi-series. There's some good highlights.
I have not yet.
The
oh,
only
for the
prac
24 hours.
Yeah, they did the practice last night. It was nice.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with that too much. I was keeping up a little bit with the iRacing 24-hour race that they had going on, and that was a crazy battle through all the series. Like, I think they were like 16, 18 hours left, so like 8, 9 hours in, and these guys are actually running almost the same lap times they were doing from the start of the race halfway through, and it's like talk about some skill.
Hmm.
Like they were the in the GT3 class. the qualifying time was a 32.6, and the guys running 33.2s, 33.1s consistently, lap after lap. Like, that's wild.
That's cool, though.
Yes.
No,
Yeah, I
the
really
only-
checked it out because it was nighttime, and
Yeah.
The
it
only
was so many
practice I was
multi-class.
the only practice I caught over the week was they ran some North Wilkesboro practice. Anybody see that?
I did not.
I did not.
The Wilkesboro
So
practice?
Yeah,
I didn't watch it, but I watched recaps of it,
right.
basically.
And they had the new upgraded motor with the
Yep.
was it? Yeah, and
You definitely 750. You definitely hear the difference.
yeah, but
Um,
didn't the drivers say they didn't really feel the difference?
Some of the drivers did, not all. It was mainly the sound was the only difference, but it's a step forward to what they were doing. Like this right here, you can call like a preseason to what NASCAR is trying to go back to their roots. I mean, they would have gone more power, but it wasn't NASCAR that actually made that decision. It was the teams, because 750 is the max that this engine can do, is what they were saying. And if for them to make more power, all the teams would have to make a new engine, and it would be impossible to get multiple engines built between the season. So I would expect to see more power given through the years. Not a lot each year, but I think at some point we'll be back up into the 800 horsepower, 900 horsepower probably for certain tracks. Obviously, the restrictor plates, they're going to be restrictor plates. But yeah, no, that was another thing that was it's kind of tied to, even with like the chase, like the playoff format. Like, we didn't like it. We want more power. The drivers want more power. They want different playoff, and everyone's taking sacrifices, But going from, what was it, 670 to 750 or something like that, that's a pretty big jump.
That's a good jump. Yeah,
It is a pretty good jump from a engine horsepower. But then the thing that's going to kill that power is the aero packages. Now, depending on what they do for the aero packages is how that car is also going to handle. So if they give them more downforce, it's not going to mean nothing. That 750 is not going to register. What they want is more power, less downforce. They keep giving them downforce, and it's like, why? Like, I don't understand. Like, these drivers don't want to be flat out the whole race. They want to be able to drive. Like, you got to lift and all that stuff. Like, if they want to be flat out, just keep them on super speedways the whole season.
Right.
You got to drive with your throttle.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
It's and the main thing is too. I think the one thing to watch out for this year is the fuel mileage. I think these older, more experienced drivers, you're going to see them go a little bit longer with this more power than these younger kids, because they're so used to this low horsepower that, I mean, it's not much of a difference. Still do the same throttle control, but with just more power, you got to do a little bit more throttle control than what you do with that. It's not like, I'll lift off at 125 meters instead of the 100 meters or whatever to do that. Now it's like back off at the 140, 150 type. It's they're going to have to find new lines. And I think the only tracks that it's really the 750 is really going to benefit, and it's mainly because of the way the car is built, is the mile and a halves. I think these mile and a halves are going to be a lot more racy. I actually think you'll see some Charlotte, Kansas, Vegas. Honestly, too, even Michigan you got to watch. I think Michigan's going to be a fast race this year with this new power, man. They're going to be crazy going around them turns. They might be getting back up to 200 miles an hour at Michigan.
Yeah, looking like the yesteryear. Yeah, the Gen 3s, Gen 4s, yeah.
Yep. Heck, even the Gen 6 cars, they were getting up there. I'm pretty sure the fastest speed I seen at Michigan was from Kenseth. He had like 230 miles an hour on the backstretch. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I spent many years at Michigan down in the infield, and just hearing those motors, man.
Nope. I still remember one of the funniest moments I've watched. It was at Michigan. I mean, I didn't watch it physically in time, but it was a pre-race. But they were at Michigan, and it started raining, and they needed somebody to go out and track.
Was
and
Gordon,
they asked,
wasn't it?
Yeah, Gordon went out there because Senior didn't want to do it. And Senior was like, he's a dumbass for going out there. And as soon as he got into turn 3 on the open lap, whoop,
boom,
around he goes.
Yep.
And then he got Senior, so he told him not to go out there. There's never going to be a best friendship / rivalry than Senior and Gordon. I feel like them two were a good combo. I think it brought NASCAR fans a lot closer. Um, these days, you don't really have that kind of rivalry or friendship. You got more just friendships.
And even Kenny Wallace was saying that with Mark Martin, and when those two were talking, Mark Martin really brought it up. Really want to see more driver / crew spotlight. You want to see. We need to get to know the drivers and the crews more.
Yeah.
And get back to being a little more personal. It's okay to root for a driver, but man, you know that team and you know them in and out and everything. You really get that attachment.
Yep, you know the crew chief, you know the spotters, you know even all the pit crew names, you know the tire changes and all that. You don't get that no more. You know, the only time you ever do is if there's a scuffle, and it's a slight little interview that you get with somebody, and it's their first ever interview of being in NASCAR in probably 10 years, so it's kind of a shit show. And it's like, man, this kid never been on TV. You can tell.
Well, you have your stars. The drivers are the stars, but with that, you have a recipe to make that star. You got to have everybody that, in the background, all the pit crew, the spotters, folks like that need their notoriety. They need that recognition because they're very much part of that driver's success.
A big part of it,
Absolutely.
I remember watching NASCAR back then, and because I was huge into it, they would always go to the pit box during the race. So what kind of adjustments did you make to the car? How's it feeling? What's going on? To the crew chief sitting on the pit box while the race is going on. He's trying to concentrate there and give the interview at the same time. And you knew that guy. You could hear him. You could tell his intensity or if he was
you could hear the emotion when they're tense. I mean, we're trying to do this, or if they've been struggling or if they've been successful. You hear that. You see it. It's more connection to the actual team.
Yeah, you got that. You got that whole connection. You're right. That's what it is. You can feel it. You feel like you're a part of it. So
the more information and knowledge you have about what's going on, that's better. It's like, oh wow, that's what they do. Oh, cool.
And the crew chiefs were so important back then.
And I do like their segments, how they do the cutaways of the cars as well. When they have a segment to show, okay, this is how the car works. This is what this does on the car. When the car goes into a corner, they're talking about the bump stops. And they'll show the cutaway of the car, and they'll show how the bump stops work, and how they add or remove wedge. That is nice knowledge to share. But like you're saying, the pit crew, the spotters, all the action in the garage and stuff like that. That's great to see. Great to be a part of on the visual side.
And get back to when they did the All-Star races and stuff, and man, they really spotlighted those crews.
Yes.
I mean, you got to know the names of them. I mean, that's how Chocolate Myers became famous.
They deserve every bit. They're just as athletic. They train hard, practice. I mean, they do so much work on those cars. I mean, it's not like before you used to have to make the door panels. You used to have to make everything. You don't really got to do that much anymore. It's a lot changed in the way they construct and build these cars.
Which is isn't that just kind of like the way the cars are built today? It used to be win on Sunday, buy on Monday. You don't really do that anymore.
No. A lot of times they'll rebuild and reuse chassis.
But I mean, these NASCARs are not actual cars that you could buy on a lot.
Correct. And I think that's where a lot of the really old timers kind of got upset with that, because they're like, well, this ain't a damn stock car.
Well, it's not NASCAR's fault, though.
No.
It's the manufacturers. It's the way society and innovation has moved forward out of that era.
You couldn't take a stock car today to dealership and go race it. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Well, no, a lot of
Also,
your cars have 4-bangers in them.
true. Yeah, cars are not built today like they were yesteryear.
A lot of electronics in them.
Oh, absolutely. Thin composite material, crumple zones, and you have crumple zones on a guitar. On a guitar. Hey, you have crumple zones on a guitar. Did you know that?
No.
No. You have crumple zones on a NASCAR. They do have strategic areas, but they also have that controlled setup on the roll cage, which they've made improvements, multiple improvements on.
That's why I would have loved to bought that Rusty Wallace car. That would have. Oh,
Nostalgic.
oh, God. Can you imagine making it street legal?
A lot of people do that.
Uh-huh.
I've seen the Dale Earnhardt race truck.
Oh, yeah. And you can buy these at Mecum auctions. There's a website I think I've shared with a few of you that they actually put them up on there. And so if you got the money.
When's the Mecum auction in Indianapolis? You said that was
the
in
weekend
May?
before the Indy 500. It's before the Memorial weekend.
Gotcha.
Love that. Over 2,000 cars, and they have NASCARs and all kinds of stuff in there. And you're not that far away from Indianapolis Motor Speedway either, at the fairgrounds there. So if you're within driving distance of that. But Mecum travels. They have dates. I mean, they even got them down in Texas.
True.
Really cool.
Absolutely do.
It's kind of like an auto show, if you will, but
expensive.
It can be. I've seen cars sell for nice prices.
Especially if there's no reserve and you can get a good deal on a car. Sometimes it's phenomenal.
Yep. You just got to consign before you go. I think you can consign when you arrive, but you got to consign. And that just basically means that you have the funds to purchase.
Correct. I wouldn't want to stick my hand up and bid on. Oh no, I ain't paying no 200,000. Hey George, we're over here.
I took my dad to one many years ago there in Indy, and he seen when he was young, he bought a Chevelle. What was that? Not a Chevelle. Anyway, he bought a car off the lot back then, and I think he only paid a couple grand for it. And he got to see it, and it sold for like $57,000. And just his eyes were like, wow, if I still had that car.
Oh, yes. If I still had some of the vehicles that I've had in the past. Oh, man.
Not me. But anyway, I think that's going to come pretty much to our conclusion of our show here today. And Bud, give a shout out for those sponsors one more time.
Oh, absolutely. Special thanks to Unique Waterworks, August 5 Designs, Eastside Engine Works, and Dragon Magic Productions. We thank you for helping and supporting us in our adventure to grow and expand this big old world. Again, everybody check us out on www.newvelocityracing.com. You want to be part of the crew and race with everybody, come on down. We race Gran Turismo 7 and NASCAR 25. You can register on the website. Also, once you do, send a friend request, or I will send you a friend request, and we'll get you rolling, get you invited over to the Discord, get you on the Discord, because it's very important that everybody registered to participate in this NASCAR series must be on the Discord. That is very, very, very important. Uh, if you are not on Discord, then we will get that squared away. Just give myself, DMP Bud 11, send him a message, or my name on Discord is DMP 11.
So until next time, hope everybody enjoyed the show. Have a great Sunday, and we'll see you next week.
Y'all take care. Be safe.